Hello, I'm jdthemightymesprit, the guy that was vegans but hates IGN. And once again, I did my Super Nintendo collection last time, so now we're going to follow it up with my Sega Genesis collection. Sega Genesis actually have a little more games for it than I do Super Nintendo, but thankfully, Super Genesis games are much easier to come by than Super Nintendo games in the box. And as a result, while games are getting expensive, Genesis is actually super affordable to collect for. There's not a lot of super rare games. What I mean by that, there's not a lot of Sega Genesis games that are extremely hard to get. Say something like Crusader Senti and Musha, which I do not have. But there are deals to be found in Sega Genesis games because Sega Genesis is super affordable. It is easy to find deals, and you can have a Sega Genesis game collection no problem. So I'm really excited to show this collection because even though it's not the biggest, but I do hope it will eventually grow in the future. I had a Sega Genesis before Super Nintendo, but again I was not born in the 90s. I was born in 2001. So which people and I also point out that my birthday is coming up. Although I do not like to use the term I don't grow old, I level up. Which I really don't like to use that because I'm a human being and I like to go normally. I'm not a computer chip, so that's Super Nintendo Direct headliner, and for the Nintendo Direct we're not gonna go into that discussion. So anyway, let's start out with the not so bad. Oh, actually, let's start with the cardboard games. Actually, I was gonna put the cardboard games with the not so viable because I'm actually gonna put them as adult category because they're actually way too hard. They get easy to get destroyed easily, and they're not in box protectors. So that's why I want to show these ones first. Answer starting with the worst condition copy game. I know I said that Lufia 2 is the worst condition game I own, when in actuality, this is way worse than that. Not that it's a worse game, mostly worse condition. That's what I mean. But it's the Menace 36 game cartridge, which I actually found this game at a flea market. I actually found this game at a flea market. It was anyway a couple too, which I'll show in a minute. But this is largely the Sega Genesis' answer to the Super Scope, which is actually really surprising. It does cover that. Never got to try it out, but it's actually really cool. So maybe someday I'll try it out. It looks really cool. We also have Soup, which is a really fun puzzle game. It's actually by Viacom, which obviously especially Paramount, but this is a really fun puzzle game, and it's really endless actually, which is pretty cool. So it does come in a cardboard box. Obviously, I love to get Shining Force 2. No, that's hard to get in good shape, but yeah. Anyway, now let's do the case which do the case covers. Before I actually continue, I actually am also gonna throw in my Sega CD games. Since I don't have a lot of Sega CD games, but I only have two of them, so that's why I'm throwing them into this video. So actually, this is gonna be my Sega Genesis collection, and my two Sega CD games that I own. One of them being my most expensive Sega game. So that's gonna be really cool. I also should throw my more drink. I actually also throw my own Dreamcast game, but I don't think it's fair to do just that Dreamcast game. I eventually want to get more games that I do and make its own collection video. So I'll eventually get more Dreamcast games. But anyway, let's continue on. We got Aladdin, which is one. People say this is the best version of the game. When actually I wanted to play the Super Nintendo one. But this is still a solid version, but it is hard as shit. I got past the second stage, but I cannot get past the third stage, which is also the boss. I tried throwing apples, it just doesn't work. So I would love to beat this game eventually, this version of the game. And actually it's by Virgin Games, which the name sounds so freaking weird and foul, but the name of the studio, but which kind of best because the game is actually really good, but they do make good games, obviously, even though they're obviously no longer in business. I'm actually going to move my computer. Actually, I'm actually going to move my cardboard. I'm going to move my cardboard. Yes. There we go. Oh, so anyway, what's Aladdin? Let me just move this. Alright. apologize. Anyway, next up we have Columns. Which is a really fun puzzle game, but it does get old very quickly. So, and the music gets annoying as shit. I mean, it does a good song, somewhat okay song, but it plays over and over again. This is still a good game. I mean, this game obviously wouldn't be the Sonic Ultimate Justice Collection if it wasn't good. It is a good game, so we got this game. Also made by Sega, but so even worse. This game was not, and this game was not in Sonic Ultimate Justice Collection, and that's for a good reason. Cyborg Justice. This game fucking blows. Oh my god, I hate this game. This game tried to be a more mecha styled beat 'em up, but it failed at being a good, not only a mecha style beat 'em up, but being a good game. And I got this game on the flea market. I was like, oh, this game I know I'm not gonna find. Until I realized this is a $20 game, which I actually got this game for $7 at a flea market. Not even joking, but this game fucking blows. I hate this game, and I want to like this game because this game should be good. But this game sucks. I hate this game. And I tried playing this game on easy. I could not play this game on normal. I had to play this game on easy. And I still could not beat this game. This game fucking sucks. I hate this game. But anyway, next up we have NBA Jam. Which is of course one of the best sports games ever made. In fact, this game obviously popularized what a sports game should be. And obviously, if it wasn't for this game, we wouldn't have movies like Space Jam, which is of course a very good movie. And obviously this game invented the term "boom shakalaka," which obviously would be used in something like regular show in the episode Slam Dunk. So actually this game we have this game to thank that we have an episode, we have a regular show episode like Slam Dunk. Which is more of a sports action episode, but yeah. And by the way, no, I'm not. Oh, and by the way, no, I'm not showing Margaret's butt on a bicycle. I mean, Margaret's doing a bicycle. I'm not showing her butt in a video. If you want to go look it up for yourself, go look it up for myself. If you want, be my guest. Anyway, next up we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Which is hands out one of the best Sega Genesis games. And kind of surprising about this is a little bit sad thing. I don't have the manual for it. I know, but this is a really great Sonic game. I love this game, and I love this game so much. I actually beat this game twice. I actually beat this game twice on the system. Actually, I actually beat this game. Well, believe it or not, I actually beat this game. Just when I was gonna fucking get a game over and it was all my continues, I actually got past Wing Fortress, and I actually ended up being the Death Egg Robot. On my last fucking continue, I can't even believe it. But yeah, awesome game. I know Silver Sonic's the hardest shit boss, but once you get the pattern down, you'll eventually get it. But again, he is hard as shit, and also yes, you do have to beat him, and if you die, you have to beat him again. So you have two hard final bosses, obviously, but because again you have no rings, so you cannot take a hit on both bosses. That's why the final boss is hard as shit, but really great game. And of course we have Street Fighter 2 Championship Special Championship Edition. But I'm not even that good at. I'm actually not good at this Street Fighter 2. I want to be good at this game, but I actually can't. And I'm not really that good at. To be honest, I'm not really good at Street Fighter. I like Street Fighter, but I'm not really that good at it. I'm not good at it because it's mostly super arcadey. By that, I mean you have to basically pull off moves, or else you're gonna lose. You have to basically pull off special moves, and there's a specific move combo you have to do. I'm not sure if I can't really figure it out that much. So that's why I'm not very good at this game, Street Fighter. So maybe someday I'll be. I mean, as much as I like Street Fighter, if you compare it to a fighting game, I do rather play a fighting game like under 60, like say Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which obviously that game is super easy to play, and fighting style wise, and I'll tell you, it's just a really great game, and also one of the more expensive ones, but we'll get to that one eventually. Anyway, next up we have my next stack is basically my more valuable. I'm actually gonna move my most common Sega Genesis games, but next up we have my more valuable Genesis games, Sega Genesis games. These are the ones that actually do run a little bit high in price, but they're actually all these are actually really good games. So, I'll actually tell you a story about when I'll always say this right now. All these games I got off eBay, so that's not really the most excited to get, but at the same time I never run across these. Actually one of them I got a book of actually. So I won't say which one it was. Grindstormer. I actually got. Unfortunately, this is in horrible shape though. Especially in the cartridge race. And it's hard to actually get it working because this is a tension game. I eventually got it to work, but I wanted to get Garmin 4, but I ended up not, and I couldn't get it to work. And I had to return. I wanted to get Garmin 4. I got it, but unfortunately, I could not afford to keep it, so I had to return it. Unfortunately, it blows, but I ended up losing $5 on my mental card. So unfortunately, I could not keep that one. That's not an easy game to find because I could not afford it sadly. But you know what can you do? But this is a really great really great shoot 'em up. But it is hard as shit though, and I ended up using max continues at max. Well, I could not get past the second stage. This game was hard. It was that hard. But yeah, really awesome shoot 'em up. This is the game I got from Book Up. This is also the game that I actually spent the most at a GameStar. I'm not even joking. Like usually I end up spending all my money at once after I save it. But so this is this is actually the most I spent at GameStar. But I did have a lot of money, so I was able to get it. And that's McDonald's Treasure Hunt Adventure, which is a really great puzzle, the really great 2D platformer. It's actually made by Treasure. Right? Yeah, this is actually made by Treasure. So really surprising they made this game. I mean, don't get me wrong. This game, I do wish. I will say the game is definitely way too easy, and the ending is and the ending was and I will say the ending was fucking garbage. I'm not even joking. I mean, the ending was pointless, and the ending was which already means it's garbage. But yeah, really great 2D platform. Very easy and very short, but really great one at that. And it's also one of the best Genesis games. Now this game is awesome. This game you rarely hear people talking about. It's super hard to get, but and these were story. Obviously, I have a story. I have a story to go along with it, and that's Aerobus Supersonic, which is a really great strategy game. But I will definitely be spending hours on this game, and I actually just beat this game recently. I got stuck until I realized I was like, I'll just give up, and just sometimes I actually beat this game without even realizing. So, but I did beat this game. With great strategy game, although you do need to do 2 playthroughs about this one to get handle this one. Now, story about this is that I basically sold my amiibo off eBay because I was getting really tired of because it was actually on my top thing. I was really getting tired of it, I ended up selling it because I did not have. I wanted to just get rid of it because I don't have the room for it, and I ended up getting a lot of money. I got $200, and I ended up using it on 3 Genesis games. Well, not really 3. One of them I had the money for. The other 2 I basically got off eBay, and I ended up getting a PS3 game before PS3 games got expensive. But this is a really great game. And really great. I'm really glad to have this one. And this game I'm super happy to have. I'm missing part 2, but I do have part 3, Rolling Thunder 3. And I do remember watching this game in long plays before actually getting a hold of this one. This game is really, really fun, but it is definitely hard. I wouldn't say it's super fun because the level design is fucking bullshit. But thankfully this one makes it a lot easier. This one's a little easier, but I'm not a huge fan of Rolling Thunder because the level design is fucking bullshit. But yeah, and also let me tell you the story. And also the story about Aerobus Supersonic is I got off eBay, but the guy was basically wanting to part with his collection. And see, in this one, the guy wanted to part with this. He was basically selling off his games. He want and as a result, and because of that, I based the last game to this game I have to show. It was actually my most valuable game. It was actually I got for broke price, and that's Thunder Force 3, which is a super hard game to get. I'm not good at this game because I'm not good at shoot 'em ups, but this is a really awesome game, but it's and also really hard to get. I would love to get a hold of Thunder Force 4, which is Lightning Force, but this is still an awesome game. And also I'd love to get a hold of Thunder Force 5, which is also awesome, but also hard to get as well. But so basically the story, and to sum it up, is that I basically got the last 3 games Genesis games I showed for bro price. So I end up scoring really great because and I was kind of supposed to get on eBay, but it seemed that they were wanting to part with their collection. So pretty much I got bro price on pretty much all those games, which was really, really cool. So thank you so much to thank you so much for the sellers. I don't know the names, but thank you so much for hooking me up. I really appreciate it. Anyway, that being said, I do have 2 Sega CD games, so let's finish off the collection video with these 2 games. And I mean, again, this is mainly the Sega Genesis collection, but the Sega CD, I basically have Sega CD is basically an add-on to Genesis, so I must throw it in. I only have 2 Sega CD games, so I might as well include it in. Anyway, we have Prize Fighter, which is directed by Ron Stein, the creator of who's the creator of the boxing sequences in the Rocky movies and Raging Bull. So this game is not that great, but again, this is not a game I see. I don't see Sega CD games very often, and this one is more. This one AVGM review. I got this game because AVGM reviewed this game. Although I would love to get a hold of Sonic CD, and I saved the best for last. The most valuable the most expensive Sega game I own. I did show this in the one I might just pick a video. Do you guys remember what it is? Faye. This one I also scored, and I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited to get this game, because it's an awesome freaking game, and again I've never seen this game in a while, so I'm really excited to get this game. I'm really excited to get this game, and it is not cheap, and I'm scoring really good in this one. I did not contact the seller to see if it was legit, because I was like, I was scared it would ruin my chance of getting it. But it's still an awesome game, and I'm really, really, really glad to get this game, and get it for much cheaper than what it goes for. And here's the thing about this game. This game, you have to make deals. You have to make deals like this in order to get games like this. And I got extremely lucky with a lot of games. Especially, I got lucky with Demon's Crest. I got lucky with Via 2. And I got lucky with Brandish. But games like this, you have to make deals like this in order to get games like it. Which I'm not trying to say the more greedy way. I'm just trying to say that if you want, because if you're not, what I mean is if you're not rich, okay, I'm not rich. I'm broke, obviously. But if you're not rich, you have to make deals like this. Because I cannot just basically look at a game and say, oh, this game looks cool, I'll pay $700. I cannot do that. You need to, so you don't want to do that as well. So you need to make deals like this in order to get games like this. And I would love to get a hold of Space Adventure, but that game is hard to get. And also Snatcher, Kyo Fighting Squadron. You get the basics. Anyway, that being said, that is my Sega Genesis and my Sega CD collection. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I don't know what else to say, honestly, so I'm gonna end it off here. I'm jdthemightymesprit, the guy that loves video games but hates IGN.